Is there a relationship between duration of yield curve inversions and severity of falling recessions? I don't think so. No, I mean, I don't have that chart in front of me, but I use it often, and I don't recall a correlation there. My view on that topic and why I would say that this yield curve is predicting something major is because of the rate that the Fed funds futures is predicting the Fed will drop rates. So if we just have this soft landing, the Fed is not going to likely drop rates from, call it 5% straight down to zero, 500 basis points. Or the Fed's not even going to drop that much. They're just going to pause, wait, see how things happen, or see how things play out. And if we get some disinflation, this nice soft landing, then they might take rates down 25 basis points. Or why not just leave them at 4.75 or 5? I mean, historically, that's pretty normal, right? That's not what the market's predicting. The market's predicting the Fed is going to drop rates by 120 basis points roughly before 2024. So if you assume that the next Fed meeting, they're going to hike by 25, that takes you to 5. Okay. So that means between, let's say, May and January, they're going to drop 125 or 120 basis points. That is a massive decrease. That's not just a pause. So you have to ask yourself, what would prompt them to do this, especially when you consider Jerome Powell's legacy. And I don't think you can overstate how important this is. If you're Jerome Powell, you have to know that history is going to remember you a certain way. It's either going to remember you as Arthur Burns, or it's going to remember you as Paul Volcker. So I think that he is definitely going to err on the side of keeping rates higher for longer, even if deep down he knows that he should pause or he should pivot. I think he's just going to rationalize it in his own head as to why he needs to continue to push that. Now, I'm not saying he's going to continue to raise rates, but I'm saying that's going to be his bias. And so there again, if the market is predicting that with that bias included, that he's still going to be dropping rates by 100 basis points before the end of the year, that is not a soft landing. That is the stuff hitting the fan. So in that environment, I think it's highly, highly, highly likely that you see asset prices come down, especially the S&P.